I want to discuss. A bit into environmental ethics. Environmental ethics is a part of ethics which just goes into how should we treat, it discusses questions and how should we deal with the environment, how should we treat animals, or what more worth do animals have. And it's just, I'm thinking about this because I would consider myself a proponent of deep ecology. I'm going to go into what that is in a little bit, but I'm going to go into a problem of environmental ethics and a problem of, why it might not, go anywhere unless something happens. But I guess I'm thinking about, I guess what my thought has to do with the moral mindset of the common human. The common man has a certain moral mindset that kind of is not ethical. It's not deontological. It's more consequentialist, but in the worst consequentialist way possible. It's a man-centered consequentialist ethic where it's the dominant worldview. I'm mostly referring to George DeBall and Bill Sessions here, who are two of the big proponents of deep ecology. Now I'm going to go into what that is here, of course, but I'm just thinking about the human moral mindset, and I want to think about what that is with respect to the way the world is right now, and how kind of shitty it is, and why it's kind of sucks, and I don't know. But I just want to think about how people in the government, they take, they feel, it doesn't feel like that they do things for people. They do things for themselves, and scientists will sell out so that so they can get money from the from Wall Street, so that they can they sell, they have the talent, they have the knowledge, so that they're able to do that. But I guess what I'm thinking of is that my theory about the human moral mindset is that we have the moral mindset, we have utilitarian hedonistic moral mindsets where we are concerned with our own needs. Now, we aren't concerned with just the minimalist, minimal needs possible. We're concerned with taking as much from the world and for ourselves as possible. We're not really concerned that much with just keeping everything around us, stable. And we're concerned with, indulging ourselves, using the world and nature as a means and not rather as an end. I'm being kind of Kantian there, so I apologize. It's sort of a formula of the universal law terminology there, but I guess what I'm thinking about is that we have this utilitarian moral mindset where we have what DeBall and Sessions call the dominant worldview, where we view the world as the means to our greedy ends. We view the world as the way that we can be the greediest bastards in the world. We want to, if I want to, stimulate the economy when it doesn't need it, so I can just chop down a bunch of trees, so I can stimulate the economy with, I don't know, whatever, kill certain animals so I can get a bunch of meat and leather or something like that, which will give me money. that is the essentially the dominant worldview, which doesn't really give a shit about harmony with nature or nothing like that. It's just more that the dominant worldview cares is what most people have, is caring about whatever we want at any time, not concerning what my needs are. It's just what my immediate wants are, and we will do whatever we want to satisfy these immediate needs. So, I mean, wants. These are not needs; they're wants. So, this is the dominant worldview, and I feel that most humans have this utilitarian, hedonistic mindset where the world is the means to my end. The world is the way I'm going to get whatever the hell I want. If I want a leather coat, then I'm going to get somebody to kill a cow and do it. Now, I'm not saying that we should not kill animals. I'm not saying we shouldn't do this, but I'm just talking about environmental ethics in the sense that regulating the animals we kill, the forests we chop down, the pollution we put in the air, and regulating these certain things so that we can keep this world that we're living in alive. Because the thing is, I'm going to be a little bit Heideggerian here though, being in the world is not just you. You are in this place. You are here. You are one with the world. There's a oneness with the world. So, I mean, there's you are a part of the world, and this is one unit of being in the world, and it's just there, and there's a huge connection in that you're one with the world, and we'll view it in that way. I think that the Heideggerian being in the world has environmental ethic implications, because utilitarian hedonists, with respect to nature and the world, they view themselves as their own person, not a part of anything else. Where the world is, just whatever the fuck I want it to be, whatever the hell I want it to be, that's just the way it is. So, I guess what I'm trying to say here is that with the Heideggerian being in the world, we have this one unit where we have an understanding of how you are the world, in that without you there would be one less idea of it. So you are the world, and that there's a oneness between you and all the things in the world and the world itself. The world, all the world. So I feel like that if we had this idea, then we can maybe think of it in a different way, to the point that we are thinking of it in the way that this is a world that we need to treat better. We need to treat it in a different way, and that we need to treat it as a place that needs to be respected and it needs to be preserved. And again, this means regulating our killing of animals only to the amount that we need to nourish ourselves. Now, there is a plant life out there that will nourish us, that's for sure. But we don't think like that. We think that we need meat, but we don't. You don't need meat. I mean, I can see how if you don't eat, some people who don't eat meat for a while will be like, oh, I don't feel good. I need meat. Now, I kind of understand that, but I feel like not most of us are not like that. And if we curbed our meat eating habits, then there would be regulation. And then first of all, and second of all, we need to stop killing and cutting down the rainforest, that's for sure. We need to stop polluting the air. Not stop it, but we need to regulate this. Now, another thing is that we have deer overpopulation, at least in the U.S. we do. This is a good opportunity to kill an animal and eat it. Because if that population is not regulated, then there'll be problems there. And what is it, green tongue or something? I don't know. But there's problems that would happen. Same thing with other animals too. There's problems with other animal overpopulation too. There's problem with a population like that, and I feel like that's a better opportunity to kill something and eat it. But I don't know. I'm just thinking here. But my point is that we need to have some sort of environmental ethic which concerns the whole entire Earth and world as something of moral worth. It's something that is morally worthy of respect and to be preserved. Because number one, if we don't preserve it, then we're not going to have a place to live. This is the one place that we have been given for us to live. So I don't know why we just feel like this is a means to our greedy ass ends. I don't really understand it, but I guess what I'm thinking here is that we should try and do something. But my thought on this is that we are not gonna. Nothing's gonna happen until something very disastrous happens, as in pollution breaks loose or something like that will make us realize what's actually going on.